me parle tout bas. Je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur, donc je connais la cause.
I feel like I haven't feed you enough.
No, you're fine. It's not gonna get another. Beans are filling.
Harbi irma tavena unami. Chari Adam.
I started live streaming.
Okay.
You know what that means.
Yes, நோய் என்ன சாப்பாடு கட்டுது குடுக்கையில அங்கேயே குந்தி கொண்டு இருக்குதா
Sorry.
யாரோ அந்த சரி
Thanks, man. Good night. Mwah.
Voilà le professeur de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tendresse, et ça fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie, juré pour la vie. Il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tendresse, et ça fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie, juré pour la vie.
All right, well, apparently while I was out, somebody got into the kitty cat treats. Now, suspects. Suspect number one. Did you miss? See your face. Did you do this? Now, look at the suspects. Suspect number one. Did you miss it? See your face. Did you do this? Did you?
Auquel j'appartiens. Il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a
Posture, head, eye movements.
Number two. Number two.
So cute. Why are you so guilty, Denver?
Number two.
Pardon me.
What? Did you do this? Denver, did you do this?
Then how could you?
Denver, was this you?
Top 10
Denver,
animal
look at
betrayal.
me. Did you? What? Denver, did you do this? Look at me. Come here. Let me see. Let me see your face. Oh my goodness, Denver, you did it. You did this? You got in the kitty cat's treats while I was gone? I can't believe it. Are you sorry about it? Okay. You know the routine. Let me down. Oh. Very disappointed. You're in the box. You let it happen. I hope you're happy too.
Top 10 anime betrayals. God damn it, Denver.
Very disappointed. You're in the box. Okay. You know the routine. Let me down. Oh. Very disappointed. You're in the box. Very disappointed. You're in the box. you sorry about it? Sorry. You know the routine. Let me down. Oh. Very disappointed. You're in the battle box. Let it happen.
Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se perce sa bouche. Voilà le portrait sans de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de douleur, et ça fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, une part de bonheur, dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la nuit, à la nuit, juré pour la vie entière. Dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de douleur, et ça fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, une part de bonheur, dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi.
This short presentation will introduce you to distance sampling, and this is the method that we're going to use to estimate the abundance. Welcome to the first tutorial, everybody. Before I get started explaining what we'll do today, I'm going to make the TAs stand up and come over here so that they can get in view of the camera. So briefly introduce themselves, and also Oscar will be helping and coordinating tutorials throughout the entirety of the time to do that, so I will pass it up.
Take it something.
Jump into sharing the screen with you guys. Just a very brief introduction to today's tutorial and a little bit of housekeeping stuff to go through. Thank you very much to the two people who have already stuck their hands up for the role of student rep for this course. If anybody else wants to put their hat in the ring, for that, just drop me an email before tomorrow's lecture because I'm keen to finalise that this week. But let's just flip over to today's tutorial. Cool. So the instructions for this are already available. Just going to next slide. Cool. Is that screen share working? So the instructions for this are already available on Blackboard. Thanks, I can see many of you have your laptops today. That's going to make it easy. If you've got headphones too, it will be helpful for watching dog videos. But essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to be learning how to observe and measure animal behaviour. So learning the fundamental approaches to how we classify behaviours and then how we can measure them to test hypotheses about function of behaviour or whatever the case may be. Cool. And so but essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to be learning how to observe and measure animal behaviour. So learning the fundamental approaches to how we classify behaviours and then how we can measure them to test hypotheses about function of behaviour or whatever the case may be. Cool. And so I've decided to use basically commonly available videos online, and on the internet people really love to upload videos of their pets, and then you get these kind of trends where everybody does the same thing, like put a cat feeding and then place a cucumber behind it and then the cat freaks out. I'm sure you remember that meme if you will, a few years ago. So that's actually really helpful for our purposes because it means there's a lot of videos out there of people basically being like, what did you do to the dogs? And so the dogs then respond to this, and what we're interested in is whether or not that response is specific cat coming specific to the context of them feeling guilty, or whether it's actually just showing submission and fear. And so in today's tutorial, whoa, there's a whole area. And Mackenzie! Oh. You make your way into the room. For those of you over here, we want to earlier to introduce yourselves. So, yeah, nice. Don't have details. And that is a fundamental kind of approaches to mining what we're doing today. You have just joined us. And welcome to those of you who just joined us. You really haven't missed anything. I'm literally just beginning outlining what we're doing today. And that is fundamental kind of approaches to measuring behavior and how we use that to test hypotheses. And the model we're using is guilty dogs. Are they really showing anything that actually resembles guilt, anything specific when they get scolded, when they've done something wrong, or are they simply reacting with submission or fear to the dominant behavior of their owner? And so the very first step when we think about how we're going to describe behavior or measure behavior is to observe really carefully a species that we're interested in and to create what's called an ethogram. You can think of an ethogram a bit like a dictionary for behaviors. So the point of this isn't to try and say what a behavior means, it's to try and describe the behavior in a way that someone else coming along could look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's fighting. You know, jaws closing onto something is fighting, not angrily responding with aggression. You know, if you sort of define fighting in that way, someone coming along could look at any number of behaviors and say, oh, maybe that's fighting. So what we're trying to do with an ethogram is we're trying to just describe the behavior as we see it in a way that somebody else can come along and use it. So what I want you to do is on Blackboard, you're able to download this ethogram and you can have a close kind of read through it so that you're familiar with the ways in which dog behavior is described. This is an ethogram that I've drawn from a bunch of different publications, different research that's been done on dogs. So it's established canine behaviors. And then from there, just have a watch of the internet's classic guilty dog Denver. The video link should be there. And have a look at this template that I provided. It's about the data collection template. And it shows you how I, for Maisie, not Denver, you guys are going to try and identify and quantify Denver's behavior. I've already done it for Maisie, the first dog that appears in the video. So you can have a look and you can see what I did to find Maisie's behavior and measure Maisie's behavior as an example of what you'll do with Denver. And then what you can do from there is you can have a think about the actual behavioral measurements themselves. So after you've reliably sort of identified, yep, that looks like a submissive grin, that posture is a low posture that he's holding, think about, okay, how do we actually measure those things? Is it useful to say how many times he does the submissive grin, for example? Because that could be a certain number or a frequency or a rate per minute. Instead, we might be more interested in, say, the full duration of the display, so how long he holds a particular behavior or posture for. You might be interested in how long it takes him to react, so the latency of the behavior after the initial sort of, was it you, Denver? Like, how long does it take him to start doing like a, oh shit, sort of lick flipping type behavior? So the next step, after you've had a look at the ethogram, had a look at the data collection, don't worry too much about all of the columns in the data collection. As you work through these tasks, those should become clearer. The next step is to have a go at actually filling out numbers in that template for yourself for eye latency, frequency, or duration of the behaviors that you see Denver doing. And this leads us to step 3. So I've said that today's tutorial is about
Pardon me. Come on.
About introducing fundamental techniques for measuring behaviour. And the point of that is that we want to answer this question: are dogs cues from this behaviour really showing a specific guilty reaction, or are they simply reacting to a stressful social interaction with submission and or fear? Now, if this was a question that I wanted to ask in real life, I'd probably set up a dog lab. I'd try and recruit owners of the dogs. I'd set up different test conditions. Some where the dog hadn't misbehaved and was being scolded, some where the dog hadn't and was being scolded, to try and see if there was something fundamental that was guilty about the dog's expression. We can't do any of that. Certainly the people online taking this tutorial can't do it. So instead we're limited to working with what's available on the internet, so we can think about other contexts in which we might expect that the dog will be showing a social submission or fear response. And luckily the internet is also home to a bunch of really angry cats, mean cats. So the next step is to have a look at the dogs in the context of mean cats and the response to a mean cat. And people particularly love uploading videos of dogs trying to get past cats in hallways or cats on the stairs. So that's what we're going to use as our kind of submissive, fearful context control for looking at the dog's behaviour when it's in a socially submissive and fearful state. And we're going to then be able to compare between the guilty dog videos and the angry cat videos to see whether there's anything specifically guilty about the dog's behaviour, potentially. So those are the three tasks to kind of get you working on this, get you familiar with how you observe dog behaviour, how you measure dog behaviour. And then from there, your job is actually to refine the research design further. So you are responsible for deciding what specific behaviours should actually be the focus for trying to answer this question. It's not feasible or practical to measure absolutely everything that an animal does 100% of the time and then try and compare that across different contexts. I mean, you could, but it would be incredibly labour intensive and it might not actually be the best way of answering the question. So your job is to watch the videos, get familiar with the different contexts, and then think about, okay, which behaviour measures am I going to focus on to test this hypothesis? And I'm looking for in the assignment simply a clear justification for why you chose those particular behaviours. So a clear justification that makes sense. It could be that they were the most commonly occurring ones. It could be that you looked at the literature and you found other studies on dog fear and submission that established particular behaviours as being indicators for those. The key is that you have basically understood what you're attempting to do and demonstrated how you've chosen those particular measures. And then the next step is to decide the statistical method that you would use to compare the treatment and control. So that will be informed by the types of behaviors that you're measuring as well. From there, you're going to be using online sources to increase your sample size. Sample size is always a trade-off between what is practical. This assignment is due on July 24th. So if you're like, yes, sample size of 1,000 videos in each context, that's obviously going to make your life miserable for the next week or so. So what we want is a trade-off. You've got to think about the statistical methods you plan to use and find that sweet spot where you're satisfied that you had enough videos to make a robust test, but you're not sort of staying up all hours to try and watch dogs on the internet. Cool. And then finally, there is a final report that you'll write up and essentially explain the rationale for this. If you have a look on Blackboard, there should already be in the assignment section detailed instructions for the 2-page report that you're going to produce on this kind of task. If you have any questions about those instructions, if anything is unclear, we're here for the next 2 hours, so you can ask me any questions, send me an email. And just when it comes to submitting work in this course, in case some of you haven't seen this, it is on Blackboard in the course outline. I wanted to highlight that anyone in this course is entitled to a 3-day extension for one assessment that doesn't require any form of justification. If you need to take an extension for whatever reason, you can email Ox and myself. Please do always include Ox because Ox is going to be running the tutorials and you're handing in your assignments. And just let us know that you plan to take the extension. The thing to keep in mind is that it's a one-time kind of pass. So any other extensions you then request in the course will require, as usual, a medical certificate or good justification. But it's just to give you a little bit of flexibility and wriggle room because we know from our experiences the last trimester that with the removal of examinations and changes in assessment, that creates quite tight kind of course loads sometimes. So any questions about that, please ask me for clarification. Yes. Yes. So just a reminder there that we do have our first quiz that will be available from 2 p.m. tomorrow on Blackboard, and you'll have until 2 p.m. Friday to start it. Once you begin, you will have 20 minutes in total. If you get interrupted in that time and leave and try and come back, you'll find that 20 minutes, if it's elapsed, you won't be able to complete the quiz. So do make sure when you start the quiz that you're going to be able to have that window of time uninterrupted. Please do let us know if you have any technical issues or faults. So be working in groups, behavioural measures, etc., in groups of peers. And I'm just bringing this up as well because you'll notice that assignment 3 is a group project, and assignment 2 you'll also be working in groups. So today you don't have to work in groups, just to clarify. You're welcome if you want to work in pairs, you want to work in groups to work.
Mama.
Yo, you bitches is fucking broke. Get a fucking job, broke ass bitch.
Mama.
Yo, look what they did to us. Look what they stole. Out of control. Piece of my heart and a piece of my soul. Yeah, back in the dark in the cold. Yeah, bitches is kicking, they leeching. Yeah, now they done summoned the demon. Blending my clip and my heart on my sleeve. Searching for reasons to breathe. We was creating the world. You was the king, we was royalty pearls. I know you holding my hand. I know you still a part of the land. I know these bitches is foolish, they fans. You know I still gotta follow your plans. Won't let these niggas forget you the man. Gun in my hand, hook on my waist. I got the pen to save. Yo, I know you watching me, baby. Triple the foes on my bed. Yo, I miss your living, I'm crazy. I'm scared as fuck, come and save me. I know you watching me, baby. Triple the foes on my bed. Yo, I miss your living, I'm crazy. I'm scared as fuck, come and save me. Baby, save me, save me up. Yo, baby, save me up. Baby, Why ain't you showing the same energy in real life?
That was close. That was close. Clank, you can pull us up now.
The servos in my arm appear to be broken.
Broken? As in, fall to our deaths broken?
Yes.
That was close. Thanks.
My arm appears to be badly damaged.
You'll be all right. Hey, Tin Can. Where do you think you're going?
You got a lot to fix.
We, still need to fix that arm.
My childhood boys. Oh boy, is that watching?
What's up, people? It's Cardi here. Are you feeling me, robot? I'm feeling you. I see the future. What do I see? Robot going crazy 'cause the galaxy and organic. There's something sweet. The time is now. We're robots must be. You wanna be free? Then shout with me. This goes out to all you robot custom
Should have known Cork was full of it. But why would Cork lie to us?
Dude, Quark is bogus, bogus, bogus.
You can ask him yourself when we see him. According to this vid comic, Cork has a secret hideout in the Thran asteroid belt. I've got a hunch he's there right now.
He says he wants to come with us.
I don't think that. Wait a minute. You speak monkey?
Oh, just enough to get by.
What the fuck is this guy?
Now what?
He says you have ears like a Florana dung beaver.
Yeah, hilarious. Let's see if he's still laughing when he finds out his pal Cork is working with Nefarious.
Major bogus.
Surely
Cork would never.
He teamed up with Drek, didn't he? And I know I don't have to remind you about that proto-pet business. Who knows what he's capable of?
Hey, little buddy, how'd you find me here?
We found your secret vid comic, Cork.
Oh, that. Well, I expect you to understand. You'll probably look at me and think, I'd give anything for a body like that. For just one drop of his raw animal magnetism, one iota.
Denver, did you do this? Did you do this? Denver, did you do this? Did you do this? Denver, did you do this? Denver, was this you? Denver, you won't look at me. Did you? What? Denver, did you do this? Look at me. Come here. Let me see. Let me see your face. Oh my goodness, Denver, you did. You did this? You got in the kitty cat streets while I was gone? I can't believe it. Are you sorry about it? Okay. You know the routine. Let me count. Very disappointed. You're in the penalty box. Let me see. Let me see your face. Oh my goodness, Denver, you did. You did this? Denver, you won't look at me. Denver, was this you? What? Did you do this? Denver, did you do this? Denver, did you do this? Denver. What? Did you do this? Denver, did you do this? Number two. What? Did you do this? Denver, did you do this?
Denver, how could you?
I think you did. Number two. What? Did you do this? Denver, did you do this? Denver, was this you? Denver, you won't look at me. Did you? What? Denver, did you do this? Look at me. Come here. Let me see. Let me see your face. Oh my goodness, Denver, you did. You did this? You got in the kitty cat streets while I was gone? I can't believe it. Are you sorry about it? Okay. You know the routine. Let me count. Very disappointed. You're in the penalty box.
Denver.
Let it happen. I hope you're happy too. What? Did you do this?
That looks like some African to me. Some food perversion, some behavior, some
What?
Wait for
Did you do this?
No. 47. We say 46.
Did you do this?
No, you're from then you don't understand true love.
Denver, did you do this?
Denver, did you do this? Can't believe you done this, Denver. Oh, Denver, what are you doing?
Denver, was this you? Denver, you won't look at me.
Denver, how good you? Denver, no. Close your eyes, avoid direct eye contact.
Number 2.
Oh no.
What?
Okay.
Did you do this?
Dude, this is an annoying assignment already. Oh no. It's just your very cute boy.
What?
44. Ding, 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 ding.
Did you do this? Denver, did you do this? Denver, was this you? Denver, you won't look at me. Did you? What? Denver, did you do this? Look at me. Come here. Let me see. Let me see your face. Oh my goodness, Denver, you didn't. You did this? You got into kitty cat's treats while I was gone? I can't believe it. Are you sorry about it? Okay. You know the routine. In the kennel. Go on. Very disappointed. You're in the penalty box. What? Did you do this? Denver, did you do this?
Listen to your favorite playlists, albums, and tracks anywhere, anytime.
Denver, was this you?
SoundCloud, go get off your listen.
Denver, you won't look at me. Did you? What? Denver, did you do this? Look at me. Come here. Let me see. Let me see your face. Oh my goodness. Denver, you didn't. You did this? You got into kitty cat's treats while I was gone? I can't believe it. Are you sorry about it? I can't believe it. Are you sorry about it? Okay. You know the routine. In the kennel. Go on.
What this is saying then is that just as you don't know how you manage to be conscious, how you manage to grow and shape this body of yours, that doesn't mean to say that you're not doing it. Equally, you don't know how the universe shines the stars, constellates the constellation, and galactifies the galaxies. You don't know. But that doesn't mean to say that you aren't doing it in just the same way as you're breathing without knowing how you breathe.
Very disappointed. You're in the penalty box. Look at me. Come here. Let me see. Let me see your face. Oh my goodness, Denver, you didn't. You did this. You did this. You got into kitty cat's treats while I was gone. I can't believe it. Are you sorry about it? Okay. You know the routine. In the kennel. Go on. Okay. You know the routine. In the kennel. Go on.
Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se perce sur sa bouche. Voilà le portrait sans retouche de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de douleur,
Oh, heck.
et quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, une part voilà, dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, pour lui dans la vie, à la vie, juré pour la vie. Quand il me parle tout bas,
I might be done for today, boys. Yeah, I think I'm done. Whoever's watching, thank you for tuning in. It's appreciated. And I'll catch y'all later.